this ritual. This is going to be an edible ritual, as you guys can see here on the counter. I have everything laid out for you guys, and I'll give you guys a little bit of history. You already know that I do use notes. My king and I take notes, so that's what I'm going to read for you guys, and I'm going to explain to you guys how to do this ritual and set your New Year's off right. This is very important, you guys, and it's just packed with information. So the two deities that we will be using for this ritual will be Mary LaVou, the New Orleans voodoo ancestor, and we will be using High John the Conqueror, who was actually a slave during his time here, and they're going to help us prepare our 2020 for prosperity and money and all of those things. Ashe to Marie Levy, and Ashe to High John the Conqueror.
Ashe.
Alright, so a little bit of information about this ritual. All over the South, people eat meals of collard greens, cornbread, black-eyed peas to ensure prosperity and protection in the upcoming year. Symbolically, the greens are said to represent the green paper, which is money. So I have my greens here, and I mix my greens because I need hundreds, 50s, 10s, 5. I mix my greens here because I need all of that money energy. Let's see where else. Where was I at? All right. And then the cornbread, which is yellow. I'm doing Jiffy Mix, guys, because I got a family to feed. I'm feeding a bunch of people. I ain't got time to go scratch. But the goldness of the cornbread is going to represent your gold coins. And then we have the black-eyed peas, which are here. I'm going to cook these. I'm going to soak these, actually, and then I'm going to cook them tomorrow. I'm going to soak them overnight tonight, but I'm just going to show you guys how to do this. Let's see where we're at. So the black-eyed peas are going to protect you from negativity and bad luck, especially in the form of the evil eye.
Tiffany in the house.
All right. Auntie Tiff up in the building. The magical motherfuckers up in the house. Okay. Anyways, we also have a silver dime, and I'm going to explain to you what the silver dime is for. It is often placed in the black-eyed peas, and the person who by chance is served the dime is said to be especially lucky for that upcoming year. He or she will keep the dime as a lucky token throughout the year, so this will act as a talisman. So you do not want to spend the dime, and if you have small children, you probably want to wait to put the dime in there until the adults are served. Serve your children first, then put the dime in there until the adults are served. And I would also recommend you all cleaning thoroughly the dime, because you do not know where this dime has been. It has touched many hands, and you want to make sure that the energy is clean. So you want to hand wash your dime, and then you want to sage the energies off of your dime. Okay, so where are we at with this one? Alright, so on a personal note, growing up in the South, our grandmothers often told us that what you do on New Year's Day, you'll be doing all year. Therefore, never wash clothes, never do housework, or anything else you wouldn't want to be doing all year long. And I do have a small story on that. Our ancestors that were slaves, they actually were in fear of this day. They hated this day, because this is the day in which the slave owners would to the court, the Times Square, where they would try to settle their debts by trading their slaves for labor for however long. Phoenix, oh my God, I'm doing the Phoenix video tonight. I want you guys to tune in for that, and that's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be so great. I channeled her energy last night. I was able to do a one-on-one session with Phoenix, the lady that I told you guys about that had passed a while ago, and she has a beautiful message to deliver for you guys in 2020. So you guys want to definitely make sure that you guys tune into that YouTube video. It won't be live because I'm not quite there yet for the lives, but the message that she has and the message that she brings is just so beautiful. So Phoenix, every time you come in, you know you're bringing Phoenix's energy. All right, so back to that story. So another reason why our ancestors really dreaded this day, and why they say what you do tomorrow, which is New Year's Day, is what you'll be doing for the rest of the year on out. Because the slave owners would rip these families apart. And I'm going to tell you a little short story. There was a woman, when the slave owner told her, I'm only going to take a couple of your kids to the Times Square to try to pay off these debts. That it would only be a couple of her children that she took. She had 7 that he took to trade them to pay off the debts, and they would come back the next year on New Year's and The lady got her kids dressed up. She put them real nice so that they would be selected so that the owner could pay off this debt that he owed another farmer, which would mean his crops didn't come in that year, and that farmer loaned him the crops to feed his slaves, the crops to feed his family. So now the slave owner is now indebted to this other slave owner. So they would trade the slaves that way in order to repay the crops that were fed to the slaves of the other plantation and the crops that were fed to the actual slave owner's family to keep them fed and keep them going. So the lady got her kids all together, and she took them to the Times Square, and this is an ancestor of ours, you guys, so give her Ashe, and we hope that she is healed from her pain in the other realm. The slave owner lied to her, and when she got there, she brought her children there. He sold all of her children, and she never ever saw them again. So this is why they say, whatever you'll be doing on New Year's Day is what you'll be doing all year. So I told my family personally, we will be not doing any cooking. We will not be doing any cleaning. I'll be making money and smoking weed because I plan on doing it all year. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all know I smoke. And I like to make my money too. And I'm going to be doing rituals. So I'm going to make sure my day tomorrow is jam-packed with readings, rituals, and things that I would like to be doing all year long. Okay, so that was the story on that.
Shamika Green waved and said, how are you doing?
Hi, everybody give Austin Ashe. We're going to introduce Austin to the YouTube channel tonight as well as Baba D, beautiful Baba D. I'm beautiful light and he is beautiful Baba darkness. So we'll be introducing the king to the channel as well tonight. He'll be assisting in the Phoenix video as well as the what's coming up in 2020 for the Beautiful Light YouTube channel. You guys are going to want to stick in for that because I have a lot of great things in store for the channel this year. I also have a lot of great things in store for you guys. Let's see, where are we at on this paper? Okay, so this dish that we're going to make with the black eyed peas is called, give me 1 second, I lost my spot, y'all. Y'all know how I do. It's called the Hoppin' John, and this is High John the Conqueror. That is one of High John the Conqueror's nicknames, the Hoppin' John. So, along with the collard greens to ensure prosperity and abundance for the new year, because black-eyed peas swell when they are soaked in water, this represents your abundance swelling. So you want to make sure that you do not take any shortcuts. Soak those beans overnight so they can swell as much as you possibly can as you're putting that water in the black-eyed peas. You want to give it a little stir clockwise and put your intentions and tell those peas to swell like you want your money and run over. So that is what we're going to do with that. We're going to go ahead and soak those beans overnight. And let's see, reportedly a favorite of Mary LaRue. I'm sorry, I say to her, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but this is a New Orleans voodoo ancestor spirit. This dish is a traditional Southern prepared on New Year's Day for drawing luck qualities, and the name of this dish is the Hoppin' John, thought to refer to the Southern folk hero, High John the Conqueror. Okay, so we have the recipe, just the recipe, not the directions. Okay, so this is the recipe. What you're gonna do is you're gonna, after you have soaked your beans overnight, to dump that water off of your black-eyed peas into the pot that you're gonna use for them. You're going to use bacon, because that's how they like to make it. You're going to use bacon. You're going to use 8 strips of bacon. You're going to fry that to a crisp, not burnt crisp, but you want it to be a little bit crispy because as it is going into the beans, you do not want this to be soggy. You don't want your money to go soggy either, so you want to keep that nice and crisp like those bills. And then you're going to use 1/2 a cup of onion, which my daughter has finally chopped for me. And these are already pre-bagged because, again, I will not be making these peas until tomorrow. They'll be soaking all night, swelling up in that abundance. You're going to use some garlic. And that's going to be 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to have 1 cup of celery. You're going to have 1/2 a cup of finely cut green peppers. And that's what we have for you guys. And then we're going to have, let's see, 2.5 quarts of water, because you want to make sure that those beans are well and not crunchy when you get them and they're soft. Then we're going to use 1/8 teaspoonful of this Louisiana Creole seasoning. Thanks to Tip. She has suggested it to us, and I'm telling you guys, this is really, really, really good. And then we're going to throw in money drawing herbs. And this is a recipe directly from the Voodoo Pantheon and the 2 deities. They put this recipe together, and this is something that both of those deities enjoy. So after your is prepared, you want to make sure that you do put them an offering aside, even if it's just a spoonful of those peas and those greens in that cornbread, because you want to give the spirits ashe so that they can carry your ritual through all throughout your new year 2020. We're also going to use 1/8 teaspoons of thyme, and I have some thyme leaves here. We're going to use 1 bay leaf, and all of the soul group members, oh, here's some bay leaves, I'm sorry guys. All of the soul group members should know how to use bay leaves. Bay leaves are good for making wishes. Even if you wanted to use a non-toxic marker to write on your bay leaf, your prosperity requests, your money requests, anything that you request concerning your year 2020, and then throw that in to your beans as it's cooking, that also is going to boost that money power energy on that. We're also going to use 1 tablespoon of rosemary. Got my fresh rosemary here. 1 tablespoon, I'm sorry, yeah, 1/2 tablespoon of salt. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and then we're going to use, where's my rice? Oh, there it is. Then we're going to use 2 cups of raw rice, and we all know that rice is in money drawing energy. Even if you don't put this in a meal, you just put this in the corners of your house, this is going to draw in energy. You can put this in a jar and shake it when you need money. This is all going to draw in energy. So, again, just a small recap. I hope you guys play back that video so that you guys can write down this recipe. If you guys are already making black eyed peas, this is a wonderful way to do it, especially the lucky dime being placed inside of the black eyed peas. Again, serve your children first before you put the dime in there, and then leave the lucky dime for the adults. Again, we have the green. The greens are going to be for our folded paper money energy. The gold cornbread, the golden cornbread is for gold coins coming into the house. And the black eyed peas are for prosperity and protection from the evil eye in 2020. You do not want to forget to protect yourself in 2020 from those energies that are coming in. And just a short story about how I came up with this ritual. I actually haven't slept all night because I have to work all day, making sure you guys get those videos, getting those 2020 readings out. So I'm pretty tired, but I did want to reflect on how I even came about. Because when I was younger, my mother, and I was born in St. Louis. My family is from Louisiana and Arkansas, and it says Southerner, so I know that my mother is a Southerner. And we went up north, and every year since I was a little bitty girl, my mom would say, even if you don't eat a whole bunch of black eyed peas, you need to at least eat a spoonful. And I'm like, why, mommy? It's gross. I love them now. When I get some good cooking. I'm like, no, mommy, it's gross. She's like, even if you just eat a spoonful, I want you to have a happy year. I want you, this is going to set your year in order. This is something that my mother did with me. My mother does that with my children. My sisters now do it with their children, I'm sure. As to how to actually make it magical. So I did research. I stayed up all last night researching why my mother would make me eat this spoonful of black eyed peas, and this is what I came up with. So it makes a lot of sense to me. I hope you guys enjoy this ritual. Again, this is not the last day for the 2020 readings. We're gonna do the readings tonight, all day long until midnight, until that clock says it's January 2nd. You guys can book that 2020 reading. Regular readings are priced at $45, and that's general readings, what Spirit has to say to you. And then the Orisha readings, which is finding out your head Orishas, your head deities that rule your life and the energies around you. That's going to be $55 to find out who your head Orisha is and allow the spirits to come and speak. The general reading also includes the ancestors. So if you wanted to speak with your ancestors, I will allow them to come through. Again, you guys know I'm not a psychic, but I am a medium. I hear the spirits, I see the spirits. Also, check out for that Etsy page. We're still uploading things on the Etsy page. We have really cool things like custom shoes. Peep me out, y'all. Papa Legba in the crib, you know what I'm saying? Peep me out. I got the hat and everything. We still got the altar video going up for you, but we deal with a lot of deities. Me and Baba D, we have beautiful Baba D, you guys. We have a lot of deities that we're trying to set up altars for around our new home. So what we're doing is alright, and we have everything in order for when we do that video. So we have a lot of things coming for the New Year YouTube channel. We're going to make a video about that a little bit later on after I get a couple readings in. After this, you guys don't miss out. I love you guys. You guys are my soul group. You guys mean so much to me. You guys have been so supportive to me in 2019, and I am just looking forward to working with all of you guys in 2020, and I'm looking forward to you all being able to get on y'all shit and use y'all magic so y'all need me no more. You know how I roll. You know, I want you to be the musician. I want you to be the magician. I want you to be the one to make things happen in your life because you can do it, and I believe in you just like you guys have believed in me. So yeah, I'll show you guys. I love you. Play the video back. Do you guys have any questions?
Yes. Phoenix said his sister told him to use 366 black eyed peas, one for each day of the year.
I mean, however you want to do it. This is just every ritual that you do. When I give you a ritual, you being the magician and you being the sorcerer is tweaking this however you want to tweak it to make it work and make it your own and make it your magic. I just thought this was a really cool way to do it because of the ancestors that are involved with it, and then me being in Louisiana now instead of Georgia. The spirit did relocate me to Louisiana. So I thought this would be a really good way to research why the hell my mom was making me eat a spoonful of black eyed peas, and I encourage you all to do the same because that's a tradition that never left me. Even if I didn't like black eyed peas, I'm now forcing at least one spoonful down all my kids' throat on New Year's Day because I need them to get their act right for 2020. You know what I'm saying? But however you can make the ritual your own. If you don't eat pork, that's fine. Leave the pork out. Maybe try some pork. You know, so hey, maybe try some turkey bacon. And again, when you guys are sitting out your when you guys are done with your meal and you're sitting out your offerings for the Orishas, if you have a little tea light, you want to make them a plate. Now, they're not going to come and just eat the food off the plate, of course, you guys. So you want to give them like what you would give a baby on a little saucer because they're just spirits and they're going to come and take the energy out of the food and feed that away. So the food is still going to be there. You want to place a little tea light in the middle of that little saucer plate, place the food around it. Light the tea light, sit down and have a meal. Your New Year's meal, your first meal of the year with your ancestors. Hi, John the Conqueror, Papa John, a.k.a. And Marie, the beautiful Marie, love you, of New Orleans, Louisiana, the voodoo queen here in Louisiana. I say to her again, I hope that she works with me and shows me all the wonderful things to help me become, you know, the best of the best of the best. So I can help you guys. Sean! So I can help you guys, I say. So I can help you guys become the best of the best of the best that you guys are. I'm really looking forward to this journey in 2020. I'm looking forward to walking this journey in 2020. I'm looking forward to you all walking this journey. Again, everyone that is sent to me is a leader in their own. Help each other make it throughout this year. You guys, don't be afraid to use your magic. Don't be afraid to be who you are. You don't have to be accepted by anyone. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you or what you're doing because this is a one-man show. This is a solo walk. Ain't no holding hands. Ain't no kumbaya. We ain't all going to heaven together. It's an individual thing. You guys do whatever you got to do to whoever you got to do. And don't play with no energies. The first sign of negativity that anyone shows you in 2020, you want to immediately deflect that shit. And if the spirit tells you to work that work, work that work. Do not